And Merry Christmas, everybody. I'm Todd Starnes in for Carl Higbie. We begin with breaking news at this hour. Dozens of pro-Palestinian demonstrators converged on the homes of Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin and National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan this morning. The rampaging mob said it would not be Christmas as usual unless there is a ceasefire in Israel. Both men were called war criminals. Now, it's unclear if either of the Biden officials were actually at home today. Police did not make any arrest, and we will follow this story and provide more information as details warrant. But first, the war on Christmas. That's our starting point tonight. I want to show you the official Christmas message from the White House. That's it, folks. A sort of dinky, artsy Christmas tree. No mention at all on any of the presidential platforms about the true meaning of Christmas, which is a bit odd, seeing how President Biden says he is a devout Catholic. It's something even President Trump picked up on.
When Joe Biden lit the national Christmas tree earlier this month, he completely failed to even mention the birth of Jesus Christ, which is hard to do if you're celebrating Christmas, right? He didn't mention Jesus Christ in his remarks. Not for 3 years he hasn't mentioned that, and barely mentioned God.
Yeah, it's a little weird, right? But under the Biden administration, we have seen a disturbing uptick in the number of attacks on Christmas. This year, pro-Palestinian mobs have disrupted celebrations across the nation, from tree lighting ceremonies in New York City and Seattle. Just last night, protesters caused significant damage to the Christmas tree in Union Square in San Francisco. Elsewhere, the public library in Coronado, California, refused to let parents host a Christmas-themed story time for children. The library posted this message on Facebook, quote, "The library as a government agency does not do, nor is it allowed to do, religious programming." Well, that's nonsense. Bus drivers in Pennsylvania were told not to wear Christmas sweaters this year, and a high school in Oregon was forced to apologize for decorating a Christmas tree. Unbelievable. But the first shot in the 2023 war on Christmas was fired in Wauwatosa, Wisconsin. City employees were told they could no longer decorate their office spaces with nativity scenes or traditional colors like red and green. All decorations had to be secular and inclusive. The godless Grinches at City Hall recommended the staffers decorate with snowflakes. How ironic. Understand this. This is not just a war on Christmas. This is a direct assault on the very foundations of our great nation. A nation, by the way, whose every founding document is flavored with Judeo-Christian principles and precepts. President Trump is one of the few national leaders who actually understands that connection. He was ridiculed in 2016 when he promised voters that it would be okay to say Merry Christmas again. In essence, he was telling us to embrace the one thing that makes us the greatest nation on earth, that we are one nation under God. And over the weekend, the president reminded us once again of the true reason for the season.
Melania and I would like to wish everyone a happy, joyous, and wonderful Christmas season. In this holy time of year, Christians everywhere give thanks that over 2,000 years ago, God sent his only Son into the world to be the Savior of all mankind. The birth of Jesus Christ is the true miracle we celebrate each Christmas. He is the ultimate source of our joy, our hope, and our sense of peace and goodwill as we gather with family and loved ones. It is such a great time of the year. This is why we can never stop saying that beautiful phrase, Merry Christmas.
And that, as the late Charles Schulz once reminded us, is what Christmas is all about.